Max loved the woods. Every morning he would wake up with excitement, knowing that another adventure awaited him in the forest. He loved the tall trees. They stood like ancient guardians, their leaves whispering secrets of the past. He loved the singing birds. Their melodies filled the air, creating a symphony that made his heart soar.
Every day, Max explored. He wandered through the woods, discovering new wonders and hidden treasures. He knew all the paths. Each trail was like a familiar friend, guiding him deeper into the heart of the forest. He knew all the little creatures. The squirrels, the birds, and even the shy deer. They were all his companions. The woods were his secret world, a place where magic seemed to linger in every corner, waiting to be discovered.
One day, Max found a feather. It was unlike any feather he had ever seen before. It was a silver feather. It glistened with an otherworldly light, catching his eye immediately. It shimmered in the sunlight. The light danced on its surface, creating a mesmerizing display. Max had never seen anything like it. He picked it up. The feather seemed to hum with energy, as if it held a secret of its own. It felt warm in his hand. The warmth spread through his fingers, filling him with a sense of wonder and curiosity.
The woods around him seemed to hush. It was as if the forest itself was waiting, holding its breath for what would happen next. Max walked deeper into the woods, his heart pounding with anticipation. The forest was dense, filled with ancient trees that seemed to whisper secrets of old. The air was thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the light filtered through the canopy, casting a mystical glow. He held the feather tight, feeling its warmth seep into his skin. The feather glowed with an ethereal light, illuminating the path ahead. He felt a strange energy from it. It was like magic, a pulsating force that seemed to resonate with his very soul. The feather hummed softly, as if alive. The trees seemed to whisper around him, their leaves rustling in a language only the forest could understand. Max felt a connection to the forest, as if it was guiding him. They seemed to guide him. He wasn't scared. He felt excited, a sense of adventure bubbling within him. The forest was alive, and he was a part of its magic.
He came to a clearing, a serene spot bathed in golden light. The air was still, and the sounds of the forest seemed to hush in reverence. An old woman sat there. She had kind eyes. She smiled at Max, her gaze warm and welcoming. Her presence was calming, like a gentle breeze on a summer day.
You have found the silver feather. It is a gift of great power and wisdom.
Her voice was like the rustling leaves, soft and soothing, carrying the wisdom of the ages. Max knew his journey had just begun.
The feather chose you. It is a sign, a very important sign.
A sign for what exactly?
The old woman's smile deepened, full of wisdom.
You are to protect the woods. A darkness is coming soon. The woods need a hero, a true protector.
Me? Are you sure?
He looked at the feather, unsure. It glowed softly in his hand, reassuringly.
But how will I do it?
Follow that path, young one. It will lead you to the Guardians. They will teach you everything.
Max took a deep breath. The air was thick with the scent of pine and magic, a heady mix that made his heart race. He had never felt anything like it before. The forest seemed to breathe with him, its ancient energy filling his lungs and giving him strength. He was scared, but excited too. He clutched the feather, its glow pulsing in time with his heartbeat. This feather was no ordinary object. It was a key, a guide, a promise of the adventure that lay ahead. Max could feel its power, a gentle warmth that spread through his fingers and up his arm. He started down the path. Each step felt like a leap into the unknown, but he knew he had to keep going. The path was lined with glowing flowers and shimmering leaves, each one whispering secrets of the forest. Max felt a strange sense of belonging, as if the forest had been waiting for him all along. The woods seemed different now. They felt more alive. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling like a soft applause. Creatures of all shapes and sizes peeked out from behind the foliage, their eyes twinkling with curiosity. Max could feel the forest's magic coursing through him, making him feel more alive than ever. He could hear whispers on the wind. He wasn't alone. The voices were soft, almost musical, and they seemed to be guiding him forward. Max listened carefully, trying to make out the words. They spoke of destiny, of courage, of a great journey that only he could undertake.
The path led him to a magnificent tree. It shimmered with an inner light, its branches reaching out like welcoming arms. Max felt a pull towards it, as if the tree itself was calling him. He stepped closer, his heart pounding with anticipation. Standing before it was a tall figure. The figure was imposing yet gentle, with an aura of wisdom and strength. Max could feel the power radiating from him, a silent promise of protection and guidance. The figure turned. He had kind eyes and wore clothes made of leaves. His presence was calming, and Max felt a sense of peace wash over him. The guardian's eyes seemed to see right through him, understanding his fears and hopes without a word.
Hello, Max. I am Silas, guardian of the forest. We have been waiting for you. His voice was deep and resonant, filled with a warmth that made Max feel welcome. Silas's words carried a weight of ancient knowledge, and Max knew that his journey was just beginning.
Behind them, the massive tree hummed with energy. Its glow was mesmerizing, a beacon of hope and magic. Max felt a surge of determination. He was ready to embrace his destiny, guided by the wisdom of the forest and the strength of its guardian.